Hi, I'm Dawn. Welcome back to Fluffy Pup Crochet. I wanted to come on today and share with you what I keep in my crochet bag. First of all, I believe in using what I have on hand, so I've got this bag that I actually received from BoxyCharm years ago. So that tells you how long ago it's been. So I'm just going to share with you what I keep on hand and keep handy next to me while I'm crocheting. The first thing is readers. I'm getting to where I'm old enough now that I can't see sometimes up close, particularly in the evening. So I have these scattered all over the house. I pick them up at the dollar store. So not the greatest quality, but they get the job done. So I always keep these inside my bag. I'm just going to go kind of in the order that I have things stuck in here. I keep a little baggie of eyes. You can see there's the little backs and then the little eyes that I showed you last couple videos ago that I picked up from Temu. Just some little eyes and different little things that I hang on to and keep in this little bag so that they're handy. Next up, I have a notebook. I keep a notebook in my bag at all times, just in case I need to jot something down or keep track of what row I'm on or something like that. It's just handy to have one in there. I'm going to start tossing things to the side now. This little gadget I actually received when I ordered something, and I can't remember what it was, from Amazon, and they sent this little box over, and it's got all kinds of little things inside, and it's really handy. I'm going to share what I actually use pretty often out of here. Obviously, the stitch markers. I like these little locking stitch markers because they don't fall off of my project as I'm working. Nothing worse than working in the round and you lose your stitch marker and you don't know where you are. There's a seam ripper in here. I don't know that I'll probably take this out because I don't know what I'd use that for. There's also a stitch holder. Again, this is more something for knitting, but it's in there as well. So let's skip ahead to the things I actually do use. There's tapestry needles or needles that you use to weave in your ends. I like the ones that have the bent tips best of all because I think those work better for me anyway. So there's those. Let's see here. Here's another type of stitch marker. I don't use these too often because I find these interlock as well. They're almost like a little safety pin style. I use these as well, but I find that they kind of snag up in the yarn a little bit more than I like. Is there anything else in here? Just more darning needles. This is another one that came with this little box, and it's just a basic plastic little tapestry or darning needle that comes with this set. All right, I think that is it crochet wise. There are little knitting items in here as well, but I love the little box that everything came in. I can restock as I lose stitch markers, which, as you know, happens when we're crocheting and knitting. So it's just a handy little box too. I've seen boxes not this size, but I've seen boxes similar to this at the Dollar Tree. So you might check that out as an option. Or check out, if you're going to buy something from Amazon, like some hooks or something, check and see if these are part of the deal. All right, next up, I keep a little bag. I do still get my Ipsy. Why can I not talk today? Ipsy subscriptions monthly, and I think I will continue to do those unbaggings just because I enjoy still getting those products and trying them out. But one of the things that does come monthly is some kind of a little cosmetic bag. So I keep this. I like this one. I love green and I like the tassels, so it happens to be the one that I have in here right now. This is where I keep my hooks mainly. And of course, I've got a prim hook that doesn't want to come out. I keep hooks in here. What else? Do I have anything else in here? Oh, scissors. I keep scissors in here. I think that's about it as far as what I keep in this little bag. Yep. Yep, as you can see, I'll get these kind of poked out here. I have several hooks that I keep in here. Just getting started, I don't have a ton of hooks yet. I guess this is quite a few, but I've seen a lot of people that have been at it longer that have a lot more. So that's what I use this for. I also keep my row counter. I got this from Temu. I think I showed this to you a few videos ago. And it just keeps track of my rows because doggone it, I can't remember where I am most days, let alone which row I am on. My kit that I showed you, the little box, also had some sewing needles in there, and I thought, why would they put those in there? But I'm learning as I'm doing more crocheting, and especially doing amigurumi, that it's really helpful to pin on the pieces before you stitch them on, like if you've got little arms, legs, whatever, to pin them on. So I've got this in here, and I also ordered from Amazon these little, this is so cute. I've had these for years because I also sew. This came in a set of 3, and it's just little tiny. It's perfect to keep in this bag. And my last project, I needed a few needles, so I just kind of stuck them in there, or pins, I should say. I also keep a tape measure. This one is all you need is yarn. I'm sure that I probably got this in a knit crate or something, but I keep that because it's just handy to have. And for me, it's just handy to know where the Sam Hill a tape measure is. I also keep in here my current embroidery floss that I'm using for mouths and eyelashes and things like that. I also keep hand lotion in my bag because my hands, living in the desert like I do, tend to be really dry. So I keep hand lotion in my bag at all times. The other thing I keep is just a couple of little binder clips. And the reason I keep these is if I'm having a book or something that I'm using that's being stubborn, I can clip the book open a little bit or clip the page down so that if I happen to be working and need the pattern where I can really see what's going on, I keep a couple of those in there. I also keep this again is an Ipsy thing. I keep just some like chapstick, or this is a lip oil I keep in there as well. Hey, the least I have to get up out of my chair when I get finally settled in and start crocheting, the better. Now, one of the things, this doesn't fit in my bag, but one of the things I use all the time is my iPad. My son bought this for me years ago, and I really love it. And I use Notability on here. I think it was Crochet by Jenna that I saw that suggested that app for my iPad to keep my patterns, and I love it. Everything's just right in that app. It's handy. It's almost like having my own little personalized crochet book for the patterns that I purchased from Etsy. Now I'm confusing Etsy and Ipsy and Etsy and Etsy. If I buy something from Etsy, I can put the pattern on here and everything stays together and I don't have to try and keep track of everything. Now, I hope y'all are patient with me and all these ramblings today. I wanted to show you a little finished thing. This came out of the Whimsical book. Is this not cute? It's just a little coffee cup with coffee in it. Really, really cute. I was happy with it. Again, it's not perfect, but neither am I, and I'm just starting, so it'll be fun to keep working on these little things. Now, I have got the most adorable little boy puppy, and he's down here rocking my stand back and forth, so hopefully we won't have an accident here. The next thing I'll show you is a work in progress. This is going to be an octopus. Now, this yarn is the yarn that I bought from Temu, the velvet yarn. I'll tell you, I really enjoy working with this yarn. It's quite a bit thinner than a lot of the velvet yarns that I've seen in Michael's or Joann's or any of the other craft stores, but it's really soft. I find that it's not, anyway, at least so far, shedding like the yarn that I used on the turtle. So this is going to be an octopus or a jellyfish. I haven't decided which yet. And of course, I'm just to the eyeballs. So we'll keep going on this, and hopefully I'll have a finished object to show you in a few days. Hey, I hope that this was helpful. I hope if you're just getting started like me, that you got some ideas of things to keep in your bag. Again, use what you've got around the house to keep your items in. These days, anyway, we can save a little money is great. So kind of peruse the house and see if you can find something to store, to wrangle all of your crochet items together. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you wouldn't mind, shoot a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you like, and I try and respond to all comments. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And thank you again so much for watching.